Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm just going to be doing a breakdown on how we caught this trade that ended up running about 1-21 this morning on the live stream. For those of you that don't know, we go live during New York session from 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, looking for high probability setups and high risk reward setups kind of like this. So let's kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture to kind of see how we got our overall buys for the day and how we caught this trade. So if you scroll back a little bit, there was this quick move down right here that grabbed all the liquidity that was under here. There's a bunch of stops and stuff down there that it grabbed, and then it made a quick move away, and it never came back to this area down here. So if you kind of look, there is an imbalance right inside there, and then fast forward to kind of where we're at now. It finally came in and it tapped that area, mitigated that demand zone, and then moved away from that. Finally, it broke structure up here. And then what that did was leave behind a demand zone 2.0, which is a demand zone that forms within a demand zone that had just been mitigated. So that was this last wick down right there that had formed, and we got on this morning, and it had tapped into there and then made this move up to break structure here. So we were kind of we were bullish on the day, looking for a move down to get an entry to take it back up into these levels up there. So if we drop down to the 5-minute, we can kind of see how we got our entry spot. So this was the structure right here that I was talking about that we had saw broke this morning. It had made this move up, and we were looking for kind of the last move down that had not been mitigated before this move up. So you kind of have this whole area right here. So this last candle right there had not been touched by any of these wicks yet, and that was kind of the last move down before this move up. It had made this channel down inside the price, so this is kind of where we set our buy limit right inside there with our stops right at the low. And at about 9:30 Eastern Time, or the opening bell for the New York session, it wicked us in right here and then made the move up, and I believe it took about 4 hours before I had closed my position completely. So that's just kind of a breakdown of that trade and how we found it. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to join us on these live streams and try to make some free money and learn. We're always talking strategies and yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day. See you later.